So 6 years of this torment. But I have to tell you, I can't even imagine going through something like that and holding down my day job and maintaining a good relationship with my wife and my child. But apparently Jim Sparks is one special kind of guy, isn't he? Let's continue on. Hold on just a second. Sorry. My computer's gonna be stupid for a minute. Here we go.
But it was adapting to creatures that intelligent creatures that are not human. And
actually, I really would like to hear what you called Alien Boot Camp, the beginning of this, the way they. Well, you know, I went through U.S. Air Force boot camp, and of course, what they're doing.
Notice that Jim Sparks is saying they were non-human, so that contradicts with what Dan Bursch is saying. So either these aliens didn't reveal to them that they were time travelers, that they were us from the future. Either they didn't reveal that to them, or that's not what they are. Who's right? Were the aliens feeding Dan Bursch lies, or are these aliens feeding Jim Sparks lies? Which is it? Let's continue.
Is exactly that, separating the wheat from the chaff, those who will make it from those who will not, those who are Air Force material from those who are not.
right,
And they're teaching you to respond without thinking to orders. In other words, you get an order, you just do it. You don't think about it, you just do it. And that's what boot camp's all about.
well, it's very similar. And see, I didn't even have any understanding of that, and but it was to break you down, and it did just that. And it again.
Using what kind of methods? How did they do what they did?
Well, the first thing was that was going the easy way. When a craft is in flight or in motion, and they want to pull matter.
I just want to let the Grays know ahead of time, you will never break me down. I'll break you down. Okay? Come get me. Oh man, this makes me so angry what I'm hearing right now. Let's continue.
Being whatever it may be, like cows or humans or whatever it might be, in my case me, that's a whole different world. The first thing that happens is you hear a sound that's like a whipping, whirling sound. It starts off at a low RPM, and it starts getting louder, like somebody has a whip, like a woo, 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 and it just gets louder and louder.
Right.
And you're hearing it in your head, and then in your torso, where the lower part of your torso, you feel like an energy coming up towards your chest, and when this energy reaches your heart starts racing like 1,000 beats per minute is what it seems like, and I mean it's just almost racing out of your chest, and then you get this almost like a roller coaster sensation, like G-force is like 100 times, but you don't get the sensation that you're going up. You feel the sensation of you're being pulled down like you're going down a roller coaster, only 100 times faster, and you're screaming inside your head, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, and your heart's racing, and you.
So they're making you feel like you're gonna die. That's a pretty serious situation. People that go through experiences where they think they're gonna die, sometimes they come out of it never being the same ever again. I guess they must have known that Jim Sparks would hold his head together and make it through this, because that's terrifying.
And this is going on, and then you black out. That was like the first.
So that's how they make you black out. Every time they make you black out, and they just do this without any reserve. I mean, they just knock you out anytime you want. It's like the G-force of 100 roller coasters, he says, pulling you down. What a horrible experience. What a horrible feeling. What did Jim Sparks do to you to make him deserve this kind of treatment? That's my question. Let's find out why. Why are they doing all this? Let's find out why.
Went from the nice, easy walking through the window to that, and here's where I was for 6 years. When I awoken from the first time that I blacked out, I was in the same room, dimly lit. Light was coming from nowhere, but yet everywhere. You couldn't pinpoint where the light was. Paralyzed. I sat on something that would be like a bench, and in front of me was something that looked like a table with a screen on it or a monitor on it. Now, this is 18, 20 years ago, and I wasn't into computers. I didn't even know anything about those things in that day. I wasn't into that. And then in front of me was a wall about 4 or 6 feet in front of me, and it had another huge monitor in it. And I was paralyzed except for the fact that I could move my head up and down to look at the wall screen and to look at the monitor or screen on the table. And I could move my right hand, but not my arm against the table. And what later proceeded was I would use my right forefinger to like an Etch-a-Sketch, like when you were a kid, when you used to do that, and it would leave a trail or a trace.
Sure.
Only it would show up either on the wall screen. I call them wall screens. Now I know they're monitors these days.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, if you could make out what was on the monitors.
That was
Okay, well, I don't know about if you guys have ever been restrained before. I'm getting over a bad cold, and I just can't beat it. But restraint, when you're restrained like that, when you can't move your body, you can only move your head, and you can't move the rest of your body, you can only move your finger. That's horrifying. If he was fully conscious during that, that is absolutely horrifying. Okay? Think about it.
That's how they started me off. As a matter of fact, see, there's no social skills with these guys, and they're completely telepathic. They use screen imaging to create.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this one because I need to go take some cough medicine or something. They're telepathic. I'll come back and start with that. Hold on.